Well, here we are out the back of Ultimate 4-Wheel Drive, and we just completed another typical build that we do here, a very high quality setup. You can see here this latest model 2016 200 series Land Cruiser. Well, they really are a piece of art, and certainly really is great fun to be able to work on these cars and do some awesome stuff. And as you can see with this vehicle, we've just fitted the Rhino backbone roof rack. Now, they're an awesome offering from Rhino Rack and really provide a lot of strength, but allow you to actually mount whatever you want on the roof. There's massive capacity to put everything from jerry can holders to spare tyres to rooftop tents to whatever it is that you may need to go up there. They're lightweight and they're very quiet, which is really important, because if you're going to buy a brand new vehicle like this, the last thing you want is it to be noisy and rattly and make a lot of racket. And as you can see on the front of the car, we've just fitted this brand new bull bar on the vehicle with the fog lights built in, and you can see here the Light Force 215 spotlights. And as mentioned before in previous episodes, these lights really do pack some serious punch. They really do look the part as well, and they have a daytime running lamp feature, which is really cool. The other thing that we fitted onto this vehicle is the Warn Xenon Platinum winch. Now, this particular winch, you might notice there's actually no control box that you can see like you normally do with a typical winch, and you may ask why that is. Well, everything's actually controlled on the handset. You can see here everything from actually unlocking the winch so you can free spool it, to coming forward to backwards, to whatever you need to do is controlled purely on the actual hand winch. Now, this is wireless and it can be controlled from in the car, or has quite a decent range. Now, these winches really do look the part. They pack some serious punch by Warn. They've got enough power to really pull this car out when it gets itself into a lot of trouble. But to have this unique handset, well, it really is what technology is all about. Quality and technology's come a long way, and that's what we're at the cutting edge here at Ultimate 4-Wheel Drive, where we want to make sure that you have the best offering. You've bought the best vehicle, for instance, and you want to make sure that you're going to get the best gear fitted to it. One of the other really important things I wanted to talk to you about today that we fitted to this car is a GVM upgrade. Now, we've talked about GVM upgrades before in previous episodes, and what does that stand for? Well, that's the gross vehicle mass. Now, what a lot of people may not realise is that there's not always a lot of headroom with certain vehicles from where the car's gross vehicle mass is to what we load up. So sometimes you could fit things like a bull bar and a roof rack and a few extras, and you may find that you're coming very close to your gross vehicle mass. Now, if you go over that, what you may not realise is your insurance won't actually cover you. The car's actually unroadworthy, and so there's a lot of people getting around out there running around with illegal vehicles and they don't even know it. And I'll tell you what, if there's an accident or event, the first thing they're going to come and do is weigh the car, because with the authorities and with the insurance companies, they really do know that it's fine and it's right on the line there. So by covering yourself by putting a GVM upgrade in this particular vehicle, gets it from 3,300 all the way up to 3,800 kilos. So that's a massive improvement, which means we can fit extra gear, we can tow a big caravan, we can load the back of the car up, and we're going to be legally compliant. Now, there's GVM upgrades out there and GVM upgrades, and you've got to be very careful about the one you choose, because it may just not be compliant in all states. Now, this particular one we fitted on the vehicle is a Lovells kit. Now, Lovells have been around for 80 years. They're tested, tried and developed, and they go to the nth degree when it comes to testing for GVM upgrades. From hiring race car drivers on a race car track to make sure that the testing and the stability control and everything on the vehicle is 100%. Now, these GVM upgrades are approved by Canberra, so that means when we do one of these, the paperwork gets submitted to Canberra, and then all your documents are 100% approved. So they go into the highest compliance and the highest quality, making sure that you're fully protected. So not only are you going to get a vehicle that sits really well, that carries the load, that you're going to be able to tow, run over corrugation, and really put this car through its paces, and it's going to perform super well, but more importantly, you're 100% compliant, because we fit a lot of gear to these cars and we pay a lot of money for them, but a lot of people don't realise that they're driving around illegal. So if you're not sure about if your car's over GVM, well, give us a call here at Ultimate 4-Wheel Drive, because we can help out and make sure that your vehicle is legal and that you're not putting yourself out there for a costly mistake that could actually happen. Now, the last thing I wanted to talk to you about on this vehicle, and this is something that comes up all too often, that's upgrading or putting an additional fuel filter on. You can see here this nice neat fuel filter that's mounted in the corner here with a stainless steel style bracket. Now this is your last line of defence. I've mentioned before in previous episodes that these vehicles, in this particular car, the engine replacement value is close to $50,000. And what a lot of people don't realise is bad fuel going into the injectors can mean the spray pattern gets a problem with it. And that can actually cause a full catastrophic failure for the engine. So, or not to mention if it's just blocking the injectors, you could be up for a $10,000 bill very easily. Now for an inexpensive option to have fitted, these things are great, because I tell you what, there's some interesting things happening with fuel out there these days, and we don't want you to get caught. So really cheap insurance policy when you've gone and spent all this money on the vehicle. And as you can see, this is just another typical example of high quality builds we do at Ultimate 4-Wheel Drive to make sure that you're going to get very good value for your money, but importantly have gear that's going to last and really look good. So don't forget, give us a call, come down to the store or get on our website. Our friendly, helpful crew really do know their stuff when it comes to getting your pride and joy looking as good as this.